Hey guys, Matt and Stephanie here from Phoenix Krav Maga Fitness. I want to say hi to you guys, and I know some of you guys have been curious of what we're going to do, what we're going to say concerning the coronavirus right here. A couple of you guys heard me speak upon it on Saturday's classes during the adult Saturday classes, but I want to make sure that we kind of make something official right here. And my official news to you guys is we are not stopping classes. That's the big thing that I want to get across to you guys. But I want to explain why and how we came to that decision. I want to do it as quickly as possible. The details along with this posting are going to get into things deeper than we're going to be able to get through in this video. But we want to kind of run through these things very, very quickly. Let me just let me just kind of explain to you guys that we care about everybody's feelings and their thoughts about the virus and and things like that. And just because I believe and Stephanie believes that it's something that's going to be short term, it's something that's going to pass over us fairly quickly. We want to understand that once again, it's still our responsibility as business owners to make sure that we have the most clean kind of environment for your training and for your exercising and just pretty much for your families as well. And that's why I wanted to make this, just to show you the steps that we already have taken to go ahead and do that. So let me explain things first of all by saying here are the four main reasons why we are continuing classes and we're not going to stop classes. First reason is that take a look at the stats. You're literally talking around a dozen cases or so within the whole state of Arizona. There's about 8 million people within the state of Arizona. So if you do the math on that, guys, just understand that from the amount of cases, not deaths, because we do understand that the vast majority of people who get the virus actually recover in about 14 days or so. Just understand, if you do the division right there, you're talking about cases of 0.000015. That's the amount of cases, that's the amount of stats that's clearing off shelves within stores and making everybody maybe just a little bit crazy. So we have to bring ourselves back to reality as far as that goes. The second big reason is that, listen, we are not a high trafficked or even a medium trafficked business. If you compare our business to other businesses and businesses like I know that the vast majority of you guys have visited multiple times, just even within the last couple days, things like restaurants, gas stations, grocery stores, those kinds of businesses, their traffic is 10 to 100 times the size of our traffic. So once again, we are a low traffic kind of business. Okay. The next thing is that we just understand that the benefits outweigh the risks. The risks, in my mind, to once again take a look at those stats, are like this. The benefits, well, obviously you guys come to class so you guys know what the benefits are, but we want to continue those because the benefits of staying healthy, not just in our bodies and making a strong immune system, but also staying healthy mentally and emotionally too, that's huge for you guys. And so we want to continue that. We want to be of service to you guys as far as that goes. And then the last thing is, if you really take a look at things, guys, we can control and we can take steps to, even though we're low traffic, even though there's not many cases out there, we still want to make steps to make sure that you guys are as comfortable as possible. And this is where Stephanie's going to explain these three things in detail right here.
Yeah. So again, we just want to be proactive in this area because it's going to help you feel more comfortable, help us feel more comfortable, everything else. So we're just trying to be proactive. We're going to try and make the environment as clean as possible in the gym by cleaning that after every day, making sure everything is disinfected and ready to go the next day. The second thing is we're going to really try to minimize the contact with other people. So we're going to pick one partner and we're going to stick with that partner the whole class. So no partner switches. We'll just be picking that one, keep him the whole class. Now you and your partner will pick one piece of equipment, whether it be a pad and a gun, whatever else. You're going to take one piece of equipment and you're going to have that all class too. So again, you're minimizing contact with other people, minimizing contact with other people's equipment, everything else. At the end of class, you and your partner will take your equipment and you will disinfect it, getting it ready for the next class. Therefore, the next class coming in gets a clean set of equipment, disinfected set of equipment, and just limiting the amount of exposure to other people. One partner, one set of equipment, it's all going to be clean. You're going to be good.
Yep. So once again, we're controlling those three things: the environment, the students you train with, and then last but not least, obviously the equipment. So we have those three things that we're all really attacking more or less to make you guys feel more comfortable. With that being said, just understand that we had a great turnout for classes last Thursday. We had good turnout once again yesterday, Saturday, which is actually, it was the nicest day that we had in about 4 or 5 days. It was nice and sunny, but we still had a lot of people show up for classes. And a couple hours after that class, I ended up getting a call from my landlord. And my landlord simply said, hey, listen, Matt, because I operate a gym within my premises, I want to make sure that I have the cleanest environment possible. And what I want to do is I want to do a multi-stage cleaning of every single square inch of that gym, just including the equipment that's there. And I want to see if there's any possibility of you suspending classes. And guess what we said? No, okay? We said no, we're not going to suspend classes. Reason being is we got too much momentum going on. The 2020 challenge is on. We're not going to stop that. The people who just graduate up to the next level, guess what? We're not going to stop them either. We are not going to stop. And so I simply asked them, I said, listen, is there any possibility then that we can go ahead and just train outside? Because as you guys know, we run classes outside. We do drills outside. Why can't we just do the class outside until the cleaning is done inside? And so my landlord said back to me, yeah, he said that's completely possible, but because we're going to be doing everything in phases, you guys won't be able to use the bathrooms or the drinking fountains. And we said, that's fine. That's something that we'll go ahead and we'll have to plan around. So what's important to remember about that is that we will be training outside, but we will not have access to the bathrooms. So students, and especially you parents who have little students, it's important to take your potty breaks before class. And just get that out of the way. Also, as far as drinking fountains, water bottles at this point, that is going to be one of the things that we just really ask at this point, is that you bring your own water bottle anyway, even if we had access to a drinking fountain. So please do that as well. Because we're going to be outside, just dress for the weather, just really be aware of that. And then last but not least, I know a lot of you guys are thinking is that what happens on the nights that it rains? Well, you know what? We're going to go ahead and we're just going to go ahead and make a tent and have a tent there and train under the tent because we don't stop. We don't make excuses. We find ways to go ahead and train, and that will be what we're doing even if it rains. So class is still on regardless of the weather as far as that goes.
Here's a couple of things that you can do personally. We've talked about the gym and things we're doing. Just from this point forward, making sure you come to class in clean clothes, making sure that every time you come, it's a clean shirt, clean shorts, that kind of stuff. Again, just lessening the chance for bringing germs in.
Right.
The second thing is Matt already talked about was making sure you just bring your own water bottle from this point forward, just because again that's lessening the chances of getting germs on you or anybody else. Right. Bringing your own hand sanitizer is definitely a great idea. Then you're not touching the communal one. You can just sanitize your own stuff and then be free and clear of that. And the last thing is right now, you guys, we are going to suspend the use of gloves. I know a lot of you like to wear your gloves, but from this point forward until we let you know, just leave the gloves at home. We just don't want to risk anything with that. Again, I don't think it's a big deal. Matt doesn't think it's a big deal, but we want to make sure everybody else is feeling comfortable with that. Yep. So we can sanitize our hands and sanitize the pads, and then you guys are going to be really good to go. So just leave the gloves at home for now, and we'll let you know when those can come back.
Yep, absolutely. Kind of the final thing that I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page with here is that, the big point here is we're obviously not going to stop classes. And regardless of what I think or Stephanie thinks or even what you think about the virus, I just want you guys to understand that it's still our responsibility as business owners to make sure that we create the safest and the cleanest kind of environment possible under the circumstances that we're under. When we started the 2020 challenge, 2 months ago, we never would have thought that this would be a challenge, that never popped into our heads. But guess what? It's something, and this is good practice that regardless of what comes your way, we just keep on rolling with it. We keep on finding a way. We keep on adapting. And that's really what this all, and that is really what this is all about. So once again, classes will not stop. I mean, you have to understand that Stephanie and I, through operating this business now for about 25 years, we've been through everything. I still remember on the night of 9/11, okay, I had a big, huge glass front of one of my schools that I was teaching on in, and every hour, because I could see 2 gas stations across the street, I kept on seeing those lines just get longer and longer and longer, and guess what? We just kept on training. Coming from Chicago, we have taught through floods, we have taught through blizzards, financial crises, and probably more personal challenges than you even want to know about right now, and we just keep on teaching. We keep the doors open, we keep going, because once again, the benefits greatly outweigh the risk. But even if the risk is minuscule, like it is, you got to remember 0.0000015 cases, we still want to take precautions. We still want to be behind you guys, and that is why literally on Saturday, which is yesterday from making this video, we said, hey, listen, all staff and assistants, we're going to go ahead and have a meeting within 24 hours. Everybody was literally right at our house here having a meeting, make sure that we're serving you guys in the best way possible. So
we have the best staff ever.
We do have the best staff and assistants ever, without a doubt. So thank you very much for everything. We definitely appreciate it, and do not forget, we will be outside running classes tomorrow, Monday. We'll see you guys there. Thanks.
See you then.